little bit bedraggled. Just trying to fit everything in today is being a bit of a nightmare. So I've just come in from outdoor PT with a client, which I did by the tennis courts, and it was gloriously sunshiny out there, beautiful. And then at the end, the wind was really picking up and got a little bit cold at the end. But so I'm going to do your session now because I don't want to leave it till tomorrow if I can get it done for you on the Thursday. I always try to get it earlier if I can. Right, today, Jane, is all about the core. Okay, so we're going to do a completely core session today. So no jumping around today. So if you manage to get out for a run, that would be a perfect week to start doing it, because you know you're not going to get any cardiovascular fitness from here, but otherwise I know you're doing your walks anyway. So we're going to start, we've got 7 exercises which we will be doing 40 seconds with the 20-second break, and we'll just go straight through and I'll demo them as we go. So as always, when you're doing any core work whatsoever, we want to remember that the core is not just about these front superficial abdominal muscles, but we've got these transverse abdominal muscles that run all the way around, and nice deep muscles incorporating muscles that are actually helping to support your spine. So that's how important core work is. To remember, it's not just about the front, it's the back as well. Hopefully we're going to be getting into the sides, into the obliques as well today. So yeah, apologies about the state of my hair. I can see myself looking back at me and thinking, oh my word, Paula, your hair is all over the place, but never mind. I'm not here to win a beauty contest, thank goodness. So we're going to get down onto the floor, and the first exercise that we're going to do is the tabletop leg press. So basically your legs are in tabletop position, that's why it's called tabletop. It's a really good one for actually activating the core. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lay down and we're going to bring our legs so that the shins are parallel to the ceiling. Okay, so that's the tabletop position. From here, before we do anything else, I just want you to make sure that you're putting your tummy button in towards your spine, but still making sure that everything is relaxed. So not like completely, you know, just a little bit in. You can feel that the back is not crucially arching off the floor. Okay, so from here, you're just going to take your hands and you're going to pop them just at the top of your thighs, or bottom of your thighs if you were stood up. And you're going to just press your hands into your thighs and press your thighs into your hands. There's like a little battle going on. Hands and thighs are trying to fight against each other, okay? And the whole time making sure that back's not popping up off the floor. So that's what we're going to do, but 40 seconds of holding that is a very long time. So I want you to do it and count to about 8, and then I want you to just relax your legs down, take a couple of breaths, up we go again, and do it again, okay? So if you're ready, we're going to get straight into that one. Are you ready? 40 seconds. Let's go. Legs parallel to the ceiling, and push against your thighs, and thighs push against your hands. You should really feel your stomach contracting to get into this stretch. Now, release, relax your legs down, take a couple of big breaths. We're going to go for it again. Make sure that back's in a good position. Up we go, and push. Now, don't hold your breath. It's really like, this is one of those exercises you just want to go and not breathe, but you must breathe. And relax down. A couple of big breaths, and back on it we go. This will probably be the last set. Push, push. This is really waking up your core, and relax down so that your core is getting ready for the session. Butterfly sit-ups now. So stay on the mat, feet together, knees are apart, and basically you're just going to sit up and reach towards your feet. We'll tap behind us, we'll come forward, we'll keep a straight back. You ready? Because we've only got 20-second break. Off we go. So up we come, keep a straight back, and down we go. Now roll through that spine, push the tummy button in, squeeze the abs to get you supported coming up so we're not jerking. We tap down behind, we squeeze the tummy, no jerky movements, and forwards and back. Now when you come forwards towards your feet, you don't want to be like rounding your back, okay? Keep your back nice and straight for me, and only reach as far forwards as you can. If your back wants to bend, you're going too far. So just enough that you can just feel that you're stretching forward as much as possible. We're nearly there on this one. Okay, lovely. We're going to go into a side plank now, so pop yourself onto your side. Lowest version of this would be so that you have your bottom leg is bent. Bottom leg bent, top leg will be straight. On your elbow, we'll push up and we'll either hold it here or we're going to do some little dipping the hips up and down, okay? So I think we'll do this version. So bottom leg is bent, top one is straight, push up on the elbow, squeeze your tummy, keep your hip high, and then we'll do some little dips. Actually think it's easier to do the dips than it is to hold your hip high myself, but it's entirely up to you. Have a go both ways, see what you think. Keep breathing through this one. We've got 10 seconds left, and then we're going to turn over and do the other side. 3, 2, 1, there we go. And we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So just flip yourself over. I'll do it this way so you can still see me. I'm still facing you then. Bent leg on the bottom, straight leg on the top, bent elbow, get ready. Let's go, up we go. Just try and make sure that your neck isn't too tense in this. I think this is one of the exercises that I dislike the most, side planks. And it's really naughty because I very rarely do them or put them in a class because I hate them and I'm really rubbish at them. And so that's a really terrible thing to say, isn't it? Or to actually have as a fact, because if you're a trainer, you absolutely should know that these are probably what I should be doing more of then. But I don't. And relax. Okay, so we're going to go on to all fours now. We're going to do our bear hold, which we've done that move before. So we're going to have our toes tucked in, and it's going to be with shoulder taps. So you'll be on all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, toes tucked under, and we're going to push up and lift, and then we're just going to tap the shoulders if you can. Okay, so we're going to start now, Jane. Squeeze the tummy, and those knees are just hovering over the floor. Now the idea and the challenge is to hold your body as straight as you can, as still as you can. So you're not rotating when you lift that hand up. If you can't do it, if you can't lift the hand, just hold it in the bear hold. Head in line with the spine. I know we've done the bear hold a few times, so I'm sure you'll know exactly what you're doing on this one. Make sure those knees are not too high up off the ground. Should just be a little gap, and relax. We're going to go on to our backs now. Leg raises are next. Right, really important to do these properly. So back into the mat. Legs are up straight. Legs are glued together, and all we're going to do is bring the legs down. Squeeze the tummy. Don't let the back pop off. As soon as you feel the back is coming off, that's as far as you go, and then back up, okay? So let's start. Back into the mat. Squeeze the tummy. Lower the legs slowly, only to the point where you can feel actually my back is coming off the mat. Back up I go then, and start again. Breathing out as you lower the legs, and in as you come up again. Squeezing the whole time for support. The lower you get the legs, the more challenging it will be to your core, but if your back cannot stay down, you have to quit there. Right then, that's that one. Last one in the set, Jane. It's difficult. So we're going to sit up. We're going to have our legs bent. We're going to lift the legs, keep the hands on the floor, I think, for balance. And we're just going to crunch the knees in and out like this. Okay? You ready? It's a hard one, so take breaks if you need to. Hands on the floor. Bring those knees in and out. Progression for this one would be like this. Hands off the floor, but happy for you to have hands on the floor. Anytime you need to stop, stop. Let those muscles let go, and then come back in again. If you find this too hard and you can't do it at all, have your heels on the ground, and instead just do some little upper body pulsing backwards and forwards on this one. That's fine if it's too difficult. okay, and relax. Right, okay, that's round 1. So we're going to do that again. We're going to do that 2 more times, okay? So just have a quick drink and a breather, and then we're going to start again with our tabletop leg press. All right. Oh, I've done a lot today, Jane. That's why I look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. Because I have been dragged through a hedge backwards. Oh. Right then, it's a bit of a core overload. But it's good. It's good to overload the muscles and then rest the muscles. And that's how we're going to strengthen. Okay then, so remembering to look after that back. Just give you a little wiggle around, loosen off that back. Right then, legs to tabletop. Little battle about to commence between the thighs and the hands. Off we go. You feel that in your tummy? Really deep into your core. And relax. A couple of deep breaths. Let's go again. Push the thighs, push the hands, don't hold the breath. And relax. Couple of deep breaths again. Last set. Make sure your back's not arching. Oh, hug your knees in. And it's the butterfly sit-ups next. So just drop your feet to the ground, drop your knees apart, soles of the feet facing each other, and we're going to sit up. If you are finding this difficult, you can do a regular sit-up. I'll get you started and then you can ignore me if you're not finding it difficult. So we're going to sit up and reach forward with a straight back and tap down behind. So if you're okay with doing these, then I just want you to keep doing these. And if you're struggling with sit-up at the moment, so keep going with those if you can. If you're struggling with sit-up at the moment, what you can do is to get a dressing gown cord and put it around your feet and have your heels on the ground and just do some regular sit-ups, holding the cord to assist you up, but squeezing the tummy and still really using the core if you're pulling on those cords to get you up, okay? If you're struggling with sit-ups at the moment. Otherwise, just carry on. Oh, nicely done, Paula. Managed to miss that whole set out. Okay, onto our sides, onto our side planks. So, bottom leg is bent, top leg is straight. Onto the elbow. I'm getting ready to lift that hip. Up we go. And we're just going to dip up and down. If you need a bit more help with the stability, just have your fingers in front of you if you want to, as long as you're not putting your whole body weight on it or using that hand to lift your hip. But just for a little bit of stability, if you're feeling a bit wobbly in this position, you can do that. Get the hip nice and high. Oh, you just got 5 seconds left. And relax. Flip yourself over. Other side. Coming up. Ooh. Get ready to push up on that elbow. And up we go. So just a reminder, the exercise after this we're going to do is our bear hold shoulder taps, keeping the hips and the torso as still as we possibly can. And the way to achieve that is to squeeze that tummy even harder so that you're rock solid in it. I'm just trying to distract myself from this move. That's what I'm trying to do. Talk about another one. Pretend I'm not actually doing these side planks, Jane. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Okay, over onto all fours. Onto all fours. So remember, we're going to tuck the toes under now, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Tap the toes under, squeeze the tummy, head in line with the spine, push up onto those toes so their knees are hovering, and now just a little tap if you can. Squeeze the tummy. Try not to move the rest of your body. Squeeze just before you lift. We've got our leg raises next. So that's the one where we're going to lay on the back and have the legs up straight in the air, and remembering just to lower them only as far down as we can before the back decides to arch, and over we go onto our backs, Jane. It's all mat work today, all down on the floor. Oh, and just let your back relax into the mat. Squeeze your tummy button down a little, lift those legs up ready, and off we go, keeping the back, not the bat, into the mat. The back into the mat. Keep going, I need to move up a bit. Remember, only lower those legs as far as you can. When your back doesn't like it, back up. Oh. Nearly there. Okay, and we are there. Last exercise, Jane. Sitting up now. Oh, it's this really hard one. These knee tucks, seated knee tucks. But remember, we have the hands on the mat. We bring the knees in and out. If it's too difficult, remember to have the heels on the floor, and we just do some little pulses on the upper body instead. Okay, let's go. Keep breathing. Use your breath. We're halfway through. I'm going to change and do the others because I'm starting to get tired and my abs are starting to burn, which is good because it means they're being really worked, but they're still being worked on this one, to be fair. Oh yes, definitely. And there we go. So round 2 finished. One more round to go. It's going very well, I feel. Do you? I think so. So although we're not jumping around, it's still a good idea to take water on. It makes you feel all nice and fresh and ready to move on again. So we're going to do one more round of these, and then that will be you done. So, is that enough of a break for you now? I think so. I'm letting you be incredibly lazy today, Jane, just spending the whole time laying down on the floor. Right then, I'm just going to move my mat back a bit because I think... Remember the first one? Shins parallel to the ceiling, tabletop leg press. Legs are up. Hands are just below the knees or just above the knees. It's confusing, isn't it? Because when I lay here, it looks to me like my hands are below my knees. But when you stand up, obviously, that would be above your knees. So you never really know what to say there. Are you ready? 40 seconds, let's go. Hold it there and lower it. Do you see? I was actually holding my breath then, and that is not good. We mustn't hold our breath in that exercise. Right, let's get them up again. It was just at the end. Get your back into the mat and relax down. Last one, just a little short one. And relax. Okay, staying in this position because we're going to do the butterfly sit-ups, or pause it and go and get your dressing gown cord if you need help and just do some regular sit-ups with it hooked around your feet. Otherwise, we're getting on it. Let your legs just fall apart. Squeeze your tummy. And, oh, it's getting harder. Up we go. Squeeze. Oh, I can tell we're really getting into our core because I'm starting to go, do you know what? Oh, I'm really working hard here. And relax and pop yourself onto your side, ready for the lovely and beautiful side planks. I've decided this time I'm going to be a lot more enthusiastic about it. That's how I'm going to persuade myself that I like them. Instead of moaning about them, I'm just going to say how wonderful they are. So, this is really good for our waists, and it's going to really pull our waistline in. So you ready? Up we go. So remember, you can either dip, or you can just hold it really high in this high position. I might do a few of each this time, just to mix it up. But if you are in the holding position, it's no good being down here. It's got to be in the high hip position, okay? Oh, head in line. Nice straight line. And we have got 10 more seconds left of this beautiful exercise. Up we go and down we go. Whichever way you want to do it, doesn't matter. Mix it up, play around with it. Okay, other side. Other side. This is our final round. We're halfway through it. Okay. Bottom leg bent. And up we go. I've got no words left. No words left at all. Hipping up and down. Hipping? Hip dipping up and down. And a short way of saying that is just hipping up and down. Why say 2 words when you can say 1? 3, 2, 1. There we go. Yes, side planks. We smashed you today. Right, bear hold, so onto all fours. Remember, squeeze the tummy to make sure that you're rock solid through this exercise. Tuck the toes under, ready. Okay, tummy in, squeeze, lift. If you can, just release that hand. Squeeze before you release. If it's too hard, then just hold it, remember? Or even you could just take a little snatchy hand off. But squeeze that tummy, whichever one you're doing. But even just holding this bear hold, it's good. It's all good. Now this is going to work not just the core, but also into your quads. You're definitely going to feel this in your quads, I reckon. I've just realised that I've got a class straight after this by Zoom. A Zoom class, it's live. Okay, well done. Leg raises, so lay on your back. And in my Zoom class, I've just realised I'm going to do those bear squats. So it's like that bear hold, but you keep rocking backwards and forwards, and I'm not sure how I'm going to manage it after your session, Jane. Oh dear. Right, legs up tall. Remember, the back is all important in this one. And down we go. Breathe out as you lower. And in as you come up. And relax, just have those knees in just briefly, and we're going to do our knee crunches for the final time. Really, really well done. Oh, final exercise. Get your hands on the floor, lift the knees, off we go. Don't hold your breath. I'm going to do half and half again. And we're halfway through in case you decided you wanted to do the same. But, oh, we're still squeezing into that stomach. Oh gosh, I can feel that. I can feel that a lot more than in the first set, can you? It means, you know, we've really overloaded these muscles. And relax. I'm just going to stop the stopwatch so it doesn't scream at me, but stay down on the floor for me, Jane. And let's just take a minute. I want you to just lay on your back and put one leg out straight and hug the other knee in towards you. Make that straight leg strong, so tense that straight leg for me. That's going to help assist the stretch even more. And release that leg. Pop that leg straight now and bring up the other knee and hug the other knee into your chest. And now make that straight leg strong, just tense it up. Strong leg. Again, I'll bring both knees in, but this time just have a little gap between them. So we're hugging them both in, but a little gap, a little wider apart. Slide your hands down your shins and hold just above your ankles. Now pull, squish yourself into the mat. Pull yourself in. Pull your legs in towards you. This is a really lovely lower back stretch. And breathe. And just relax your legs down. I'm just going to get you to keep your feet on the floor for me. Bring your arms out, stretch to the sides, and just let your knees drop to the sides and then turn and face the other way and just melt into this stretch and let go of everything. Just feel your breath returning back to normal. Make sure you let go of everything. You shouldn't feel any tension anywhere now. And bring your head back to centre and bring your knees back to centre. And now take a big breath in, and as you breathe out, just drop your knees to the other side and turn and face in the opposite direction. And let go. And relax. And just going to get you to take hold of one knee and get yourself sitting position. And over onto all fours and getting up however you find it easiest to get yourself up to standing. Oh, Jane, I thought that was tough. Stretch up tall. Oh, and push those hands away. Just to get rid of any shoulder tension that become again. So you can still use this opportunity to, now you're all warmed up, to do a nice stretch session if you want to. Otherwise we've just got into the back and core a little bit in those stretches there, so hopefully that will help you. So a little bit of a shorter session, but quite an intense one today, I feel. So hope you enjoy it, yeah, come back to it if you need to, put in a core session any other time, yeah, revisit it. But otherwise, lovely to work with you again, and have a really lovely weekend, because I expect by the time you do this, it'll be almost the weekend. All right then. Bye, Jane.